Hey guys, going over Spirit Kings today in Mogushan Vault. We're going over this on Heroic. So for the first part of this fight, you're going to be fighting the Merciless guy. He has this frontal annihilate ability, and then also just his regular basic attack does a split damage frontal. The easy way to do this is you just have everybody stack in front of it, really split the damage. You could do it with fewer people too. 2 tanks with CDs potentially. And his other big ability is this flanking orders. So this is going to cause these 2 walls of guys to come from different sides of the room. It's random where they're going to spawn, so make sure you're watching for that. You're going to need to dodge those. That will be a mechanic the entire fight, so just be prepared for that. These bosses are going to activate one at a time. They activate every time the previous boss gets to 30%. So we need to be watching for the archer guy pretty soon. He'll be the next one, this guy over here. But this part, basically everybody's going to be stacked up. Make sure you have a mark on the tank. Anytime that annihilate's coming, everybody's just going to move through the boss and stop on the other side. As the tank too, you're going to be calling the movements there on the flanking orders. That was a really bad overlap there for us. We had annihilate, a really bad flanking order, and we had the new boss coming out. So that was a little rough. If you can, during prog, it can help to like delay DPS a little bit just so you don't get overlaps like that. But now that he's dead, or almost dead, now that both of them are out, we want to just finish that guy ASAP, so we don't have to deal with the annihilate movements and the soak movements. So now that he's dead, his flanking order ability is just going to be cast the rest of the fight, even though he's not here anymore. The archer, he does this volley. It starts out as a big cone and slowly gets more narrow. So that's pretty easy to dodge, especially as a tank. Just sidestep that. Should mention too, I don't think we talked about it. On the first guy, when he casts his shield, make sure you do not attack for that. If anybody hits him during that time, it will do an AoE around and probably kill people. That just needs to be dispelled. So Mass Dispel timed with it to get it insta is really good. But everybody should just click off the boss and not be doing anything. For this guy, his shield is the sleight of hand, but he is stunnable during this time. So we had a combat rogue here with a really long kidney shot, so we didn't have to do too much there. They could just handle that. If you don't have a combat rogue, you'll just need some extra stuns at the end. They will be DR'd, but just overlap some stuns at the end to cover that last little bit. If you do attack him when sleight of hand's up and you don't have a stun, you're gonna get a debuff on you. I believe it removed all your armor and makes you do less damage. Something like that. It's really bad. Just don't do it. Don't get hit by it. He's going to do this pinning arrows. That's cast on a random range person, so you just don't want to be near range people to make sure you don't randomly get hit by that. If you do get hit by it, people just need to kill it for you, pretty much. You can get pin arrowed in volleys too, but you can be life gripped, so call for that if you really need it, but you really should never be getting pinned. And we're doing taunt swaps here just for vengeance. You can see the timer is really close here, but it'll cover just perfectly there. And then he hit 30%, so next one is out. This is Showbolt guy. Also forgot to talk about his pillage mechanic, but basically he'll kind of dash to an area, do a little circle AoE around him. He'll make you I think he takes your weapon and makes you do less damage and something like that. Basically, it's another one, just don't get hit by it. Like, it's very easy to dodge. The shadow guy here, he's gonna shadow bolt. It hits pretty hard. You're gonna want to interrupt that. He's also gonna summon these shadows. They're gonna fixate people and AoE around them. These just need to be kited away. As a tank, you can watch for these. They also drop this puddle on the ground when they die. If a range is like kiting them through the raid, you can, like through the melee, you can make sure you move the boss to help with that. But they shouldn't be. And then his shield is the most dangerous one. It's going to have a bunch of charges that need to get dispelled. When his shield is up, he'll do AoE shadow damage every time he gets hit. This is like the leading cause of wipes on this fight. People just hitting the boss, wiping you. And some things you might not normally think about too, things like Chi Wave can even proc it. A Chi Wave that's cast long before the shield. It can bounce around for a while, and then it hits the boss, explodes like 7 seconds after it got cast because it was bouncing around forever. So try not to press Chi Wave on this part of the fight because it can definitely cause some problems. But that's pretty much the whole phase there. This one's pretty simple. All right, so when the last guy spawns, he's going to slowly gain insanity, and the more he has, the more damage he's gonna do. He's gonna hit pretty hard, so make sure you're using a lot of cooldowns here. This is the time to call for externals and use all your personals when he's high insanity. I would say like 50% plus. Once he reaches full insanity, he will change phase and he'll just run around. So he also casts this. This is the mind control on the whole raid. Everybody needs to take, I think it's 30 or 40,000 damage on Huruk to get hit out of it. Ideally, you're not using things that put dots on people. As a tank, don't use things like Thunderclap that apply like weakened blows. We don't want everybody doing less damage. Just be really careful on what you're doing. Things like Keg Smash can do a little too much damage when you have Vengeance. So basically, we're trying to do just the bare minimum of damage and not apply debuffs to people. Applying, diseases to a raid as a Death Knight also will be a lot of damage and debuff everybody. Physical debuff. So in this phase 2, when he has this cowardice, he's not going to melee you, but he does reflect, I think it's 50% of damage he takes back to you. So if your health is getting low, just stop attacking him and you'll stop taking damage. When he casts his Crazy Thought, it gives him insanity. So this is kind of how you phase him. If you let the cast go off, you'll get him out of this phase. So tank swaps can be pretty useful here since he does start hitting pretty hard. If you tank swap, just, once you've run all your CDs, just have the next tank take over, run all theirs, and then you can take back. So you can see at this point, we've got quite a few things going on with like flanking orders and everything. All the old boss mechanics. Pillage from the archer is going to still happen. Obviously, this fixate shadows still happening too. But yeah, this is the whole last phase. You're just kind of managing, using lots of cooldowns when he has high insanity, not in this cowardice phase where he's running around. And just don't do too much damage to yourself on the damage reflect here. And you should be good. But that is the entire fight. We can just skip ahead. To the kill. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.